Good morning. I'm Savannah Sellers. Thank you for joining us on this Monday, top of the hour, and we have breaking news out of Rome this morning. NBC News has learned that Pope Francis, head of the Catholic Church and spiritual leader to more than 1 billion Catholics worldwide, has passed away at the age of 88. His death was announced by the Vatican just a couple hours ago, saying in part, quote, "At 7:35 this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father," adding he taught us to live the values of the gospel with faithfulness, courage, and universal love, especially in favor of the poorest and the marginalized. Now, the pontiff spent much of the past couple months in a Rome hospital battling a severe case of pneumonia. Francis rose to Catholicism's pinnacle more than a decade ago, back in 2013, following the surprise resignation of his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI. He leaves behind a legacy as a transformational leader, shaking up the church's conservative teachings, leaning instead on more diverse, progressive values. We will bring you reaction from Vatican City, here in America and across the globe this morning, as the world's Catholics celebrate the Holy Father's life, while we look ahead as well to his replacement. NBC's Mark Barger has more.
Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio
Buonasera.
was elected Pope when Pope Benedict abruptly resigned in 2013. Bergoglio chose the name Francis after St. Francis of Assisi, known for his poverty and humility. Francis was the first pope to come from Latin America and the first to take the name Francis. In his opening appearance as Pope, he asked that people pray for him. Francis became the leader of an estimated 1.2 billion Roman Catholics at a time of a number of conflicts for the church: a sex abuse scandal, a financial scandal in the Vatican Bank, and conflicts over the issues of abortion, homosexuality, and the role of women in the church. Within days of beginning his papacy, Francis made choices that revealed he would be a different kind of pope. He shunned the regal garments and trappings of previous popes, he paid his own hotel bill in person, and he chose to live in a modest apartment instead of the lavish papal residence. It was clear from the start that Francis loved interacting. He kissed children, wore hats from the crowd, and posed for pictures.
Don't get tired of bringing the mercy of the Father to the poor, the sick, the abandoned.
Within the first year of his papacy, he apologized to victims of sexual abuse by priests and set up a committee that included lay people to investigate sex crimes by priests. The wave of sexual abuse scandals within the church proved to be the greatest crisis of Francis' tenure. In 2015, he was criticized for supporting a Chilean bishop who was accused of covering up sex crimes against minors. Francis later admitted mishandling the situation and asked for forgiveness. Another abuse bombshell rocked the Catholic Church in 2018. A scathing grand jury report detailed decades of sexual abuses by priests in Pennsylvania.
Holy Father knows this is very serious. Holy Father knows this can shake the faith of the people in the pews.
The Vatican condemned the abuse as criminally and morally reprehensible and said Pope Francis was on the side of the victims. Through it all, Francis maintained his reputation as a reformer. He set up a hand-picked committee of 8 cardinals to discuss reforming the Vatican bureaucracy. He made headlines for his apparent acceptance of homosexuality and for warning about the dangers of climate change. Pope Francis also played a key role in the talks to restore full diplomatic relations between the U.S. and Cuba in 2014. He also spoke frequently about the importance of women in the Catholic Church and changed the Church's stance on the death penalty, declaring it unacceptable in all cases. Having had part of one lung removed as a young man, Francis had long battled health problems, especially bouts of acute bronchitis in winter. In recent years, he had been using a wheelchair, walker, or cane when moving around his apartment. Mark Barger, NBC News.
Well, for more on the life and legacy of Pope Francis, let's bring in Kathleen Sprose Cummings. She's a professor of history and American studies at the University of Notre Dame and the director of the Cushwa Center for the Study of American Catholicism. Also the author of the book, A Saint of Our Own, How the Quest for a Holy Hero Helped Catholics Become American. Kathleen, Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us on this Easter Monday and on a day where, of all days, we have this particular news. We, of course, know Pope Francis was battling pneumonia for weeks. We had been following that when he was in hospital. Of course, he's released. And then we saw him wishing thousands of worshipers a happy Easter yesterday from St. Peter's Square, riding in his Pope mobile. So I think in some ways some people felt surprised just because we saw him, you know, looking, I would say frail still, but well considering. And then his death happens sort of overnight in the early hours this morning. Do you think that for the church this is a surprise, given the fact that it had seemed he had moved in a positive direction with his health? Or is this a possibility that they were ready and preparing for?
It's both. Catholics throughout the world are waking up to grief and also to surprise. Yes, in one way, it wasn't a surprise. He was 88. He was in frail health. He had a rough couple of months, but it did seem that he had rallied, and we know that he's strong and we know that he's determined. I do think it's beautifully fitting that he died on Easter Monday, in the season of the resurrection. He was a joyful disciple and he went home to God in this season of rejoicing. So while there's sorrow, I think it's wonderfully poignant, the timing.
I think also for people who know him or feel like they know him or just know sort of his demeanor the way he is, it almost seems fitting that his last day would have been spent among so many people and on such a special day. Do you agree?
I agree, absolutely. I think it was so special the way he visited the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore last Sunday or on the eve of Palm Sunday and Holy Week. That is where he'll be buried. I think Pope Francis himself knew, and as is consistent with his personality, he didn't want a big deal to be made out of it. There was no massive vigil as there was outside of Gemelli Hospital earlier this year, a few weeks ago. And I think he slipped away on the greatest day in the Christian calendar.
And what was the sentiment behind his final message to the public yesterday?
Always consistent with what he always says, that he's with them, he's praying for them, and he's been their spiritual leader who loves nothing more than to be close to the people. So it's wonderful that he made that address yesterday.
I think a lot of ways, right, his legacy is a unique one. He was born in Argentina. He's the first Latin American pontiff in history. We mentioned some of the ways that he leaned a little bit more progressive rather than conservative and really brought so many people into the fold, extended love, extended mercy, extended really just attention to so many different marginalized groups. Tell us more about those types of things that he will be remembered for, ways he shook up the Catholic Church.
The speech that got him elected to the papacy is one that he gave before the General Congregation, before the conclave in March of 2013. And he talked about a passage from Revelation where Jesus is knocking. And he said, obviously, Jesus is knocking to get in. But what if Jesus is knocking from inside the church to get out into the world? And then Archbishop Bergoglio talked about a church that needed to get out, to go to the farthest corners of the world, to go to the peripheries. And he signaled what his papacy would be. That's what the other cardinals decided was needed. And he was elected, and he took the church out to the margins, took it out in ways that were really unprecedented. And as you said, mercy was a keynote of his papacy, his papal motto, and something he emphasized always.
When someone asks you to tell them about Pope Francis, what's the one story that you are going to tell?
I think I'd start with his visit to Lampedusa, his first visit outside the Vatican, where he wanted to be with the migrants, to be in solidarity with migrants. Pope Francis's story is tied up in migration, in his own family history. He was always close to the migrant story, and he really made concern and care for the migrants the hallmark of his papacy. So I think back to that first papal visit. He had so many visits throughout his papacy, particularly the one here in September 2015, which was a marvelous moment for the church in the United States. And he emphasized that he wanted to be close to the people always. And And I think that his care for migrants is something that is going to remain as one of his most enduring legacies.
And at a time where that is certainly a poignant message. If we could look ahead a little bit, first, just remind us this process of choosing a successor, what a conclave looks like. Tell us a little bit about what we'll see unfold and when.
Well, it's really interesting. In 2013, we had a conclave that was not preceded by a papal funeral. And then just a few years ago, we had a papal funeral for Pope Benedict that was not followed by a conclave. So this is the first time since 2005 we go back to the traditional sequence, which is the death of a pope, a period of mourning, and then the opening of a conclave. So the last 20 years have been a bit different in this respect. So the church is entering a period of mourning. It's called a period of sede vacante. The seat of Peter is vacant. The Cardinal Camerlingo, Cardinal Kevin Farrell, is basically running things during this period. There will be a papal funeral probably within 4 to 6 days. I don't think it's been announced yet. The Dean of the College of Cardinals will preside at that funeral. There'll be a 9-day period of mourning. And then, yes, cardinals from all over the world are making their way to Rome soon, have probably already started. There are 135 electors, which are the cardinals who are under the age of 80. So they're eligible to participate in the conclave itself. But all cardinals are eligible to participate in what's called the general congregations, which precede the conclave. And that's where I mentioned, that's where Pope Francis gave his historic speech just a few days before the March 2013 conclave. And that's when cardinals will be talking about what the church needs. They'll be getting to know each other in many cases. Cardinals who spend a lot of time in Rome know each other well, but cardinals from around the world wouldn't necessarily, particularly some of the cardinals that Pope Francis appointed from more far-flung places from the peripheries. So that'll be happening too. But right now, the focus is on mourning the Pope and praying for him. Catholics will be praying for him throughout the world. We have a stage to get through before we consider who's next.
Absolutely. Professor Kathleen Sprose Cummings, thank you very much for sharing your expertise and your time with us on an important morning with this breaking news. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are going to now switch to our other big story this morning, and that is these deadly storms that are sweeping across the midsection of the country. In Nebraska, golf ball-sized hail pelted homes and cars, shredding them apart before a tornado touched down near Omaha. And then meanwhile, in Parker County, that's in Texas, and it's just west of Fort Worth, major cleanup efforts are underway after several reported tornadoes touched down in that area. And in Arkansas, storms throughout the weekend caused severe flooding and downed power lines throughout the state. NBC News correspondent Marissa Parra has been following the storms all weekend, and she joins us now. She is in Oklahoma with the latest. Marissa, good morning. Thanks for being with us. So this part of Oklahoma that you're in, it's no stranger, we understand, to strong storms, but give us an idea of what things look like there this morning, putting it in context for us.
Hey, Savannah, good to be with you. So we know that there was severe flash flooding in Moore, Oklahoma, that is just south of Oklahoma City. And unfortunately, a 12-year-old boy and his mother were confirmed dead. We did just get that confirmation overnight. But here, we're about an hour and a half outside of Oklahoma City. This is Ada, Oklahoma. You can see some of the damage around me. These are sheds. These are not homes, to be clear. But, you know, the damage is significant when it comes to this little stretch here in Ada, Oklahoma. In the next hour, Savannah, we did a bunch of interviews with people who work at the hotel that's right next to us, and hopefully in the next hour we can kind of bring you some of the voices that we learned. But, you know, just devastating, of course, for people around here. We know one person did die just about an hour north of us, but there's a hotel that I'm looking at on the other side of the camera that an hour from now you will get a chance to see and hear the stories of the people who were inside. One man described to me the feeling of taking cover inside of his bathtub when he heard the tornado sirens, feeling the house shake, or the hotel room rather, shaking around him. So a lot of voices and images that we're of course eager to bring to you. It's a little difficult, of course, to show you because it's still dark out here in Oklahoma at this hour, but you know, a lot of people still reeling from that across the region, not just here in Oklahoma. You mentioned Arkansas, Texas. There was severe weather, not just on Easter Sunday, but just across the weekend. Multiple reported tornadoes, tornadoes that are still working to be confirmed. That, of course, we'll show you in our fuller story about an hour from now, Savannah.
All right. Yes, Marissa Parva will speak with you soon. Please stay safe. Thank you for that. Well, let's get a closer look at the stormy conditions and what's expected to continue this week with your Morning News Now weather. We have Michelle Grossman here in studio with us. Hey, Michelle, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, great to see you. And the good news is we're seeing that threat diminishing today. So today will be better than it has been the past few days. We are tracking a few thunderstorms, but we're not expecting severe, outbreak as we go throughout this Monday. We're going to see a threat return on Tuesday with the threat for some tornadoes on Tuesday. But for today, we are looking at the chance for just some embedded thunderstorms. The biggest risk would be some damaging winds. This is where the front is now. You can see extending from the upper Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf Coast states. On the tail end here, you could see some thunder, or hear some thunder, see some lightning. And then on the northern side, we're seeing that cold air being pulled in. So we're seeing some snow in the upper Great Lakes, could amount to about 3 inches. In between, we're looking at scattered showers. So yes, we are tracking a few thunderstorms today, but we're not expecting the severe weather we saw the past few days. This is what it looks like. Some scattered rain showers moving towards the East Coast. So by later on tonight, we'll see that moving into the Northeast. Some isolated snow showers in the upper Great Lakes, again, amounting to about 3 inches. And then tomorrow, we have a new area of low pressure. That's going to bring the chance of storms more for the southern plains, a marginal risk for flash flooding. So we're going to see that rain heavy at times once again in Texas and also in Oklahoma. This will be tomorrow. So as we go throughout today, we have a marginal risk. That's the lowest on the scale of severe weather for some stronger storms in parts of Ohio, the western portions of Pennsylvania, down through parts of the Tennessee Valley into the Mississippi Valley as well. Winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour with any of these storms. Could see some hail. The tornado risk is very low, but it's not zero. So we're going to watch that as we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours. And then notice tomorrow it expands, right? It expands in intensity and in size here. So we're looking at anywhere from Wichita to Amarillo, Lubbock down to Midland. Where you see this yellow, this is where we could see likely spots. We're seeing some stronger storms, winds gusting over 60 miles per hour, and we could see an isolated tornado or two. Rainfall will be heavy in some spots where you see this legend here, orange and red coloring. That's going to correspond to where we're going to see the heavier amounts of rain, and that could lead to some flash flooding. So that's a big story for today. Sunny and seasonable throughout the Southwest. We are looking also at the chance for some rain and snow into the Intermountain West. Savannah?
All right, Michelle, a lot going on, especially over this past holiday weekend. Oh, my goodness. Michelle, thanks so much. We'll see you in a little bit. Sure.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.